I left off the last episode having a look at the great powers of the world, and it has come to my attention, and someone also mentioned in the comment section, that if the Norse faith would actually be able to get their institutions embraced, they would be the #1 great power in the world. So that's kind of interesting. I don't even know where all of this development is coming from, but I guess it's only going to get more and more because the Norse are now at war with the Romuvians once again. And of course, as we know, Romuva does not really have, does not even stand a chance. In fact, yeah, they only have 2 provinces left, so they are going to be removed from the face of the earth relatively soon. Now, we can see some Slavic separatists here, and the Fraticelli don't really seem to be interested to do anything about it. So, I don't know, we might possibly see a resurging Slavic faith. I don't know. I have my doubts, to be honest, but it's possible. Now, I'm currently looking at Nahuatl right here because they are being besieged by Shinto California. We've seen that before. In fact, they are probably losing their war quite heavily. Yes, negative 21%. They were the #1 power for a long time. They are still technically the greatest power in the world, but as we have just discussed, the Norse have more development. The thing is, they have lost except the wars with the Mayans, they have lost every other war. They lost their war against the Inti, or at least they were not successful in conquering anything, and they have lost one war against the Shinto already, and it looks like they're going to lose a second one as well. So I don't know if I really want to give them the victory in the end. So I will definitely have a couple of options of nations that that you guys can choose from, and then you are going to be the ones to decide who will win this war. Now, the Tengri are currently in 2 wars as well. They're fighting the Shinto, and they're also fighting the Zoroastrians, and they also have to deal with some Zikri separatists, although it seems as though they're going to deal with them right here, right now. So once they're gone, they can focus on their 2 enemies. But wait, why is there someone exiled? I thought I've seen a exiled Zoroastrian force. Okay, yeah. So the Tengri seem to be more interested in defending against the Zoroastrians and less the Shinto. They defeated their rebels. That's always good to see. So, yeah, I wonder what they're going to have to give up. It seems as though, yeah, okay, the Shinto did take only a couple of provinces, like maybe 7 provinces. Okay, that's not too bad, I don't think. It's not great either, but yeah, it's alright. And the Zoroastrians are now alone. Although I do believe these are Shinto, these are Zoroastrian troops. 60,000 troops? Maybe. Against whatever the Tengri bring. So I think the Zoroastrians are most definitely going to win. Question is, how much are they going to take? Let's have a quick look at some of the other wars. Okay, so it's just the Nahuatl. What else did we have going on? The Shinto against the Tengri, and we had the Norse against, the Romuvans. Okay, so those are the only 2 wars going on. Other than that, we have peace in the world. So Nahuatl are losing, but they're probably not going to have to give up any provinces, I don't think. It's going to be quite likely a white peace, and that's that. The West Indies continue to colonize here. We now have the Norse very interested in the Americas. They're both in North America as well as South America, so they're doing a good job there. But there's still so many more provinces that are uncolonized. It's there's 100 years left. I don't think we're going to see an end of colonization. And here we have another war. The Catholics, once again at war with the Cathars, the Caribbean, and Cathar La Plata. And Haiti is on their side. Okay, Catholic Louisiana as well. Not the Papal State, though. The Papal State is staying out of this for now. Okay, so this is the big war we have just seen. These 2 wars are still continuing on. The Zoroastrians actually losing, interestingly enough. And this is big. We have the Fraticelli, the Lollards, and the Bogomilist against the Norse, the Protestants, and Protestant Canada. Okay, that's an interesting alliance to see the Protestants ally with the Norse. Okay, so the Lollards have 70,000 men right here. The Norse have 100,000 stationed here. The Bogomilists are coming as well. Let me have a quick look at this war from the perspective of the Norse, because I would like to see the amount of forces that they face. 123,000. Oh, they face twice the number of armies. Now, a lot of Colombia is not going to do much, but still, the Lollards, Bogomilist, Fraticelli. Okay, the Norse only were only number 1 for a very short time. In fact, I think they still have not embraced this, so they're only number 7. But even if they embrace the institution now, they're not going to stay number 1 great power for a long time, because the Fraticelli are going to cut them down in size. Now, I wonder what's going to happen. The Lollards probably are the ones who have some claims. They do not, in fact. The Lollards do not have any claims here. So maybe the Lollards, they have no claims at all. Neither on the Protestants nor on the Norse. So I guess it must be the Fraticelli that border the Norse now, that want to take over some lands. The Bogomilists border them as well. So it's quite likely that we can see some change of provinces. Yeah, maybe this region right here is going to get taken over by the Fraticelli. That would be interesting to see. And I guess here's the thing. The Norse failed to kick out the Lollards earlier. If you remember, there was an earlier war between the Norse and the Lollards, and they tried to kick them out of, Scandinavia, and they failed that. Had they been successful, then it would have been at least easier for them to control or to defend their homelands, because then the Lollards would not have a base of operations right here. So now they're going to always have to deal with this. The Protestants are fully besieged, so it's going to be only a matter of time. Actually, no, that's not true. They still have their lands up here. Okay, so never mind. 3 provinces are besieged here. It's not really that big of a deal. All right, let's quickly check out some of the other wars. Well, this is pretty much the most interesting, because I guess we could have a look at Haiti to see how well they are doing. They are, well, basically left alone. They are not doing anything, so that's okay. The India have stationed their troops in Panama, ready to strike at, I don't know, maybe Lollard, Colombia could come under threat? I don't know, it's possible. How about you doing now? You're still losing by 31%. Yeah, this is humiliating. This is truly, utterly humiliating. And what's going on with the war against the Tengri? Okay, the Tengri actually managed to beat back the Zoroastrians. I'm not really sure why that is, because it seems they have so many less men. Yeah, look at this. Look how many men the Zoroastrians have. Well, I guess I was not counting these 70,000 Tengri forces. So the Tengri do also have quite a lot of troops. Alright, still, I still think the Zoroastrians have way more, so they should actually win this. The Zikri hold provinces here? That's new. And we have some Yazidi Zapratists rising up as well. Alright, so the Norse are losing. Yeah, there is a combined push of Bogomilist, Fraticelli, and Lollard forces, and they will probably be successful in taking over these things. It looks as though the Protestants peaced out? No. However, they did manage to recapture the provinces. Right, so the Norse have sent 56,000 men, but look how many people are already waiting in Jutland. 100,000 waiting. And they're probably going to go ahead and crush these guys, I could imagine. They're making their... Yep, they're on their way to Hamburg. Yep, they want to destroy them. Why can I not... Alright. My mouse was stuck, so I could not zoom in. That was kind of annoying. Oh my god, that's looking horrible. Yeah, and in a one-on-one battle, the Norse are losing against the Bogomilists. So this is over. Norse, you had a nice time, but that's it. Okay, Nahuatl, we remember that. Orthodox are now fighting Romuva. Yeah, they're already at 100%. They're basically just going to finish them off and end another faith. At least it's going to make the borders look a little bit nicer. I would also like for Hurufi to lose these provinces, preferably to the Orthodox, just so that they could grow a bit stronger, and then maybe the rest could get gobbled up as well. That would be nice to see anyways. Now, I'm interested to know as to why the Copts have left the Jews alone. They have, always gone after them, but ever since they took over Axum, their third holy site, they've not bothered to do anything about the Jews. Okay, so we have Cathars down here. Is this held by the Catholics? I imagine it is. And the fetishists, yeah, the fetishes are just, I don't know. They are still, they have yet to be involved in a war. So I'm not too sure if they ever will fight. Okay, some war has ended, so the Nahuatl have decided to stop this stupid war. Good. They didn't have to give up any provinces, which is nice, but they also didn't gain anything, so it was pretty pointless for them. And Venezuelan Colombia has joined. This was the West Indies. Interesting. So the West Indies decided to form Venezuela. I didn't know that was possible. Cool. That looks really nice. But Venezuela is of course Catholic, and we have a few more Catholics. Oh right, they're not colonized. Okay, never mind. Cool. So we see some interesting new countries around the world, and this is still raging on. The Norse are now, all of this is occupied by the Fraticelli, so I doubt that we're going to see any provinces that are going to get given over to the Bogomilists. Now, the Orthodox have finished off Romuva and now have to defend against the Slavs. I see. Okay, interesting. So they just took over that province. That was nice to see. And we have 40,000 Orthodox. How many Slavs do we have? Removing separatists rising up in the Norse religion, but they're going to be dealt with. Yeah, the Bogomilists, they're going to deal with them. Okay, where are the Slavic forces? I do not see the 40,000 men. Alright, it's pretty close. It really comes down to who has the better army and who maneuvers their troops around better. Oh, actually, you know what? No, I take that back. The Slavs do have the advantage here. I suppose that makes sense since they're the ones declaring the war. That's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top there. Okay, now the Fraticelli have landed in Akershus, which is the capital of the Protestant nation. I could imagine that these provinces get taken over by the Lollards. Or something up here. It's possible. Yeah, look at that. The overwhelming forces crushing the Norse. Have you embraced? No. They are not even considered a great power anymore because they're lacking behind in institution so much. Now, it's interesting to see. Nobody has the Enlightenment. Where did the Enlightenment spawn again? I don't remember. Oh, right here. The Paulicians have the Enlightenment. Right. So that's actually going to take a long time to spread around the world. It is present in Alexandria as well as in Saratov and some other provinces around the world. Is it present here? It is, in fact. Okay, so the Mayans have it. So most of the capitals around the world have the Enlightenment institutions present, but it has yet to be embraced by a lot of the great powers here. All right, that's good to see. Now, one thing I would like to check out is some more of the wars. The Shinto are now fighting the Messalians. I wonder what that is all about. Now, the Messalians, they are kind of flying under the radar since they got defeated relatively quickly, relatively early on, and now I don't even know where their lands are at. Where are the Messalians? These are the Abadi. Well, I suppose they must be here somewhere. These are the Messalians. I see. All right, so let's have a quick look at them and their holdings across the world. They have holdings in the Spice Islands, in northern Korea. They have cores here. That's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So yeah, they're definitely going to lose their provinces here in Korea because the Shinto are interested in taking over some lands here. And they're probably also going to declare war on the Theravada afterwards. Theravada have no allies anymore. So this is a nice juicy target for the Shinto. I'm having to restrict myself from saying Japan here, because I feel like, after all, they have the Japanese culture, so it does make sense. So what happened here? A white peace, it looks like. All right, good. White peace between the Zoroastrians. They may have given a province back to the Mazdaki. That's possible too. I'm not sure. Maybe they have given up a province, but if so, it's not really particularly important. So the Norse are still not interested in giving up. They are continuing to fight on. It's only minus 23%. I guess all of these occupations are not worth all that much. And Okay, so far the Orthodox are able to, well, at least hold their own against the Slavs. They have only 8,000 less men, but of course that could be quite decisive. Actually, no, you know what? They have 30 and 9. They have much less cannons. That is the problem. They have a lot more infantry that they bring to the fight, but a lot less cannons. Okay, so there's a battle. Still, alright. So despite the fact that they had way less cannons, it seems as if they are in fact winning their battles. Good for them. So I guess the Orthodox have this under control, but now they're also fighting this Suomenusko. That's too bad. So I hope they're going to be able to piece out the Slavs quickly so they can then focus on the Suomenusko. Because the Suomenusko, with the Norse being absolutely destroyed by the Fraticelli now, there's no one who's really going to go after the Suomenusko, except maybe the Iconoclast. Although I doubt that's going to happen. I doubt that this is going to happen. At least the Norse do not have to deal with their own rebels. Are they captured? No, they're just besieging a province. For a moment here, I thought, you know what? Maybe they have been trapped in this island here. Okay, they're still holding on to their capital. So as long as that is the case, I don't think they are going to lose any ticking war score at least. Yes, they still have Stockholm, but even with that, they are losing the war quite heavily. Alright, Hindu decided to declare war on the Theravada. Okay, yes. So for a long time, it looked as though the Hindu were unstoppable in India, and then a coalition of the Sikh and the Theravada basically destroyed them. And they have been silent for a long time, but now maybe is the time for the time for reconquest has come. So they're definitely going to take back some of their lands down here. They already have tons of cores that they would like to take back, and then they still have to fight the Sikh nation. They're allied to the Shinto though, so I don't think they're going to be particularly successful. Yeah, the Shinto have they kind of want the status quo in India, it seems. They're allied to the Sikh, and they have guaranteed the independence of the Jains. So I don't think the Hindu can really do much. They could, however, go against Rajajani, who are still on military tax 16. That's just insane. Why is that, though? Why are they so far behind the technology? It makes no sense. Tech 26, 24, 25? So 26 seems to be up to date. Wow. They are so far behind. I don't understand why. It doesn't make any sense to me why they are so far behind. In fact, you know what? Let me check this out. Why are you... You are capped on points. Why are you not doing this? Are you waiting for the institutions? You do not have the manufactories yet. Are you sure? You do not have the manufactories here. That's insane. So that's what they're waiting for? But you have cores. You need to... Okay, never mind. I don't know what's going on with this country, but it seems quite mismanaged, in my opinion. Their prestige is negative? Wow. Alright. So I don't know who or why this is going on. Who is responsible for this mess? But it's not good. It's a wonder that these guys are still around. They should actually be removed. But I guess they're too big for that to happen now. Okay, let's have a last look at these wars for now. Suomenusko and the Slavs attacking the Orthodox. Hopefully they're going to be able to hold their own. Shinto taking some provinces from the Masalians. They're actually close to piecing out here. Hindu looking good. Their reconquest is looking good as well. And we might see a peace deal against the Norse. Maybe they're going to really wait for 100% peace deal and just take, I don't know, 20 provinces at once. That would be insane. That would be truly insane. Now I do believe that the Protestants have actually been separate peace. I was thinking about that for a long time, but they have kept their alliances. They've also kept their provinces for now. So I wonder if... No, they didn't really give up anything. This is reformed. Okay. So I'm not really sure what happened there, but it does not look like the Protestants have lost any provinces. Venezuela holding their provinces. I actually like that Venezuela did this, because now it's much easier to tell which country is which. So we see the bluish of Haiti, we see the rosé of Venezuela, and then we have the white for the Caribbean. And that should be all of the Catholic states in this region. Okay. Now, the Cathars, right. The Cathars was someone I did not really think of. That was one of the wars that was ended. They took over a bunch of Catholic land. They only left Salamanca for them. Oh my god. So where's your capital? Can I see your capital? It's over here. Is that your capital? Yes. So the Catholics, together with all of their successor states, are now in the Turks Islands. The Turks Islands, Grand Turk, is where the Catholics are. Yes. Yeah, of course. We all know that, of course. Now, we still have the Papal State in Morocco, so I suppose there's still hope for the Catholics. Anyways, though, I think I'm going to end this episode here with a last look at the religion, and I'll come back next time with some more religious wars.